Hi everybody. So it's been a little bit since I've done a video. Had some things going on, but I'm back. So today I want to talk to you guys about protein and what I use, my favorite protein powders, and what I use when I do take a protein powder. Now, obviously protein is a supplement, so I think we should get out of the way the actual definition of a supplement and when we would use that. So supplement is in addition to, not in place of. So if you are using protein powders or bars or those kinds of things as meal replacements on a regular daily basis, you need to rethink your nutrition profile. If you are in heavy training, so if I have athletes who are training for triathlon or marathon or ultra endurance sports, if you're bodybuilding and you're really trying to put on an enormous amount of muscle at a time, in a short period of time, or even over like a year really, then these things, the supplementation will really help you achieve those goals. You need extra protein than what maybe you can possibly get by eating just real food. Or if you have some allergies or some things that, illnesses or something that's going on that kind of limits what your food intake could be, supplementation can help you out there too. But it should not be a staple, a daily staple in your nutrition profile all the time. I really believe in cycling on and off things, and that goes for protein powders, vitamins, all of that kind of stuff, so that you give your body a rest and you really give your body a chance to use and utilize and process and digest and metabolize actual real food. So take an overall picture of your nutrition profile and see if you are getting more supplementation instead of just real food. And if that's the case, then you might want to rethink that. Contact me or another nutritionist or somebody who can help you kind of get back on a real track. But for those of us who do use protein powders from time to time, and I'm not in heavy training right now, so when I say I use I make a protein shake, it's really for a convenience factor. So if I'm traveling, if I am just super busy that day and I have like lots of nutrition seminars, so I'm going from thing to thing to thing, it's just a convenience factor, then absolutely I will do a protein shake. Or if I'm doing my 5-day detox or something, I will do a protein shake to ease my digestion. If I've been traveling, and or maybe the holidays or something came up and you have to eat kind of rich food, then giving your digestive system a rest by doing a liquid-based protein shake for a meal or two is a great way to kind of get back on track. But again, that's for 3 or 4 days. It's not for a long period of time. But these are great, handy things to have, especially for like breakfast or lunch when you're on the go or you're really busy at work. You can really get a lot of nutrition in your protein shake just once in a blue moon, and kind of have it as I call it an emergency food. So I keep it in my emergency food stash. So anyway, I want to kind of go over some popular protein powders, what makes them good, what makes them maybe not the best choice, and then share with you guys my absolute favorite ones so that y'all have kind of a direction to take. So most popular is whey protein and casein protein. Now I'm going to lap these two together because they're both milk-based. So right off the bat, when you say milk-based, you're going to have some digestive issues. Milk is hard to digest for everybody, but especially for those who are lactose intolerant or have some kind of issue with milk products in general. Also, because they're not real palatable, there's lots of artificial sweeteners and chemicals and additives to make them palatable to begin with in a powder form, because they're just not that great. They are a complete protein. So protein is made up of amino acids. What your body cannot make are called essential amino acids, and there's 9 of those. So if it contains all of them, it's a complete, and if it doesn't, it's incomplete. So that explains complete and incomplete proteins. Now, where whey and casein are both complete proteins, again, you're really getting a lot of undigestible stuff and artificial additives, sweeteners, chemicals that your body really just doesn't need, and hopefully you're trying to get away from. So whey protein is very quickly absorbed into the body. So if you are using that and you do find that your body tolerates whey protein, and that you do find that it's palatable to you, and for instance, lots of bodybuilders will use whey and casein proteins. This is important information for you top people. Whey is absorbed very quickly, so that is the protein that you would want to use post-workout, after your workout. You want to flood your body with nutrition and protein if you're really trying to put on a significant amount of muscle. So that is the one you want to go with. Casein protein, on the other hand, is also milk-based, and it's a complete protein, but it is not quickly absorbed. It's absorbed over a long period of time, so that is absolutely not what you want to drink post-workout. That is more of a before you go to bed type of protein powder that you would want to consume. It's slow release, so over the time that you're sleeping, your body is able to process and use that protein to help rebuild and repair your muscle tissue. So that's the deal with those two. But again, unless you're bodybuilding, quite frankly, I wouldn't even use either one of those. They're not very digestible, and it's not just a great healthful source of protein. But there you go. The next one, a vegetarian form of protein that seems to be really popular right now is soy protein. Now, soy in and of itself, big issues with. First, it's the #1 most genetically modified food on the planet, corn being second. So right off the bat, soy is not a healthful protein to get. #2, it's in everything already. So they're using byproducts of soy as fillers, as additives and preservatives in just anything that's basically packaged and processed. So to add a soy protein supplement on top of what you're probably already getting in your daily diet through other products is really asking for trouble, because, key into this, bleep, bleep, it disrupts your hormone balance. So it acts as an estrogen in your body, and you do not want that, believe me. So stay away from soy protein. I don't recommend it at all for anybody, period. I would never recommend a soy protein as a supplement ever. So just mark that one off your list altogether. Rice protein is another vegetarian source of protein. It comes from brown rice. And yes, there's lots of protein in brown rice, but it is not a complete protein. So if you're supplementing with brown rice protein powders, you need to be aware that you still need to make sure that you're eating a good amount of protein from animal sources as well to get all of the essential amino acids that way, because it is not a complete protein. Also, and this is from personal experience, I cannot digest rice, much less the rice protein. I am not good on rice protein at all. It makes me bloat and gassy within about 30 minutes. I look like I'm 6 months pregnant. So if you find that you're trying to do a vegetarian source of protein and you're having digestive problems doing the rice-based protein, just eliminate it, because I'm fixing to give you the best one out there. The one that I use, that I love. It's very palatable. It is a complete protein, and it's vegetarian, which I'm not vegetarian, but I do like that this protein is a vegetarian-based protein. It's hypoallergenic, and it's easily digestible by everybody. It is pea protein, so it's derived from peas, but it doesn't taste like peas at all. And because it's very fine and it's very palatable, it mixes very, very smoothly. There's not a lot of artificial ingredients and additives that they have to add to it. And I find that it's the closest thing to a whole food source for a protein powder supplement. So what I'm looking for nutritionally is something that is as close to a real food source that as I can possibly get and recommend to my clients and you guys too. So it does contain all of your essential amino acids, but with all of these, again, they're supplements. So be aware that this should not be your main staple and your main source of protein in your diet. This is to help you in times where you need a little extra, or maybe you're having a time constraint. You need to give your digestive system a break from digesting heavy meat-based animal products or something like that. Or, you need to supplement it with, I eat enough meat, chicken, and fish to supplement the use of this every now and then. So it's a great source. So now to the fun part. Here's the brands that I love. Now, if you are in an area where there is a Whole Foods, I'm going to share this with you first. If you're not, and you happen to travel to like Austin, Dallas, Houston, some of the bigger cities have Whole Foods, and their protein is the best tasting one I have found so far. It's called Fit Protein. It is plant-based. It looks just like this, and it is their Whole Foods brand. I know this is backwards for y'all, but hopefully you can get enough of this and maybe even screenshot it, so if you do travel somewhere that has a Whole Foods, you can find it. Now, this is vanilla cinnamon. I am a fan of buying vanilla protein powders because you can add coffee and make it mocha. You can add the cocoa powder, the Dagoba brand cocoa powder, which is my favorite, and make it chocolate. And then you can add any kind of fruit to it to make it taste like strawberry or blueberry or whatever you want. But you're not limited. If you buy coffee flavored protein, which they have in this brand, you're kind of stuck with coffee. So I like to be versatile and have some options. So I always opt for vanilla. And I love cinnamon. Cinnamon's an appetite suppressant, boosts your metabolism. Lots of yummy stuff in cinnamon. It's good for you, and it's not real cinnamony in this protein powder, but I think they do have a plain vanilla one as well. So yada yada. So if you're in Whole Foods, that one's great. And again, it's got the other thing that I really like about this, it doesn't have any artificial sweeteners. It's got very few ingredients. I'm going to read those off to you just really, really quickly. Protein blend is pea protein, cranberry protein, hemp seed protein, which is another complete vegetarian source protein, vanilla extract, sea salt, stevia, cherry fruit extract, and citrus extract. That's it. It's pretty awesome because the list goes on your whey and casein protein packages. For those of you who are not able to find Whole Foods, there is an option for you too. And this one is just as yummy. It's not as yummy to me, but you may like it better, so who knows. But this one you can find anywhere locally, and I'm in Odessa, Midland area, and I find this at H-E-B, maybe not H-E-B, Natural Foods, Whole Foods, what's Albertsons? Natural Market or Central, whatever Albertsons is, I forgot. Again, you can find this there. It is Garden of Life, and it says organic plant protein and grain-free. This one's smooth vanilla. Let me see, what else does it say? Obviously, it's organic, but these are all gluten-free, lactose-free, which is milk. It has got your complete proteins in it. Some of these will have a probiotic blend in them as well, which I'll do another video on probiotics. That's a whole topic on its own. But anyway, one scoop is about 100 calories for this, and it's about 110 calories for this one. So it's a very good way to, you can beef it up with a little bit of fruit and veggies like spinach and stuff like that in it, almond milk even too, and make it more of a meal. Or it's low enough in calories you can just blend it with water and have it as a snack. So I really like that it's low in calories, and that's an option for you. But these are the two, Garden of Life, yeah, and be sure you look for pea protein, and then this one for the whole food people. So anyway, guys, I see a lot of you have joined. I love it. Thank you so much for joining and watching. I know this video may be a little bit longer than some of the others, but shoot me some comments if you like really quickly, and I'll be happy to answer questions. I'll give a couple minutes for that. But be sure and share and like these videos as well, guys. Share them on your page so more people can see that I'm doing them. Hopefully they can get some ideas, and it'll help them along their little healthy life journey. If you have questions or you want to contact me, you can do that off my website or here on Facebook, either way. And I hope y'all have an awesome, great, wonderful Sunday. And I've got tons of new videos for you this week. So see y'all soon.